It's 11:36 on Friday, August 29th, 2025, Calvin Castine, with a southern view, actually a little southeastern view of the brand new, about to be opened Champlain Fire Department Fire Station here at the intersection of Route 9 and Route 11. There are a couple of fire trucks out in front on the Route 9 entrance and exit. And we're going to go inside and take our first look at this construction that we've seen going on for the past year or so. And the date is here, and they'll have another ceremony, I believe, at the time of their breakfast, annual breakfast in October. Work is continuing here at this site. Looks like they're working on their Route 11 entrance and exit. Shopping center is right across the road from that direction, and here's the easterly view, and we're going to head inside for our first look. We're inside now, and there's the two trucks that are parked here for this ceremony. A large bay in here for access in and out. Looks like there's room for quite a few vehicles in here. The people involved are gathering here in this pre-ceremony moment. Looks like they're expecting a few guests, a number of chairs.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me okay? So, welcome to our ribbon cutting ceremony for the new Champlain Fire Station. It's been a long time coming, as some of our speakers will say. I have it in my notes to introduce a special guest, but I'm going to miss him. So everybody's a special guest. Yeah, you can go ahead and talk. That's done. Again, it's been a long time coming. We're going to talk about that. It's kind of a different type of ribbon cutting than you're probably used to, because we're not completely done yet. Back when we planned this day, it was to commemorate, and this, we're talking about rural development and our great relationship we've had with those folks. And this is kind of passing the torch, so to speak. Down the road, when everything is done, if that ever happens, when everything is done, we're going to have a grandiose celebration on October 11th and 12th to coincide with our fire prevention breakfast. By then, we should be in pretty good shape. So I do want to introduce the fire commissioners. Stacy Bedard, fire commissioner. Mr. Bill Cato, fire commissioner. Niagara Hills Company president and fire commissioner, Todd Jarvis. And our chairman, Woody Kissel. So with that, I'm going to let Woody take the mic.
Thanks, Chris. Glad you're all able to show up here today. I'm not long in speeches. I'm glad we're at the substantial completion date. We've been looking forward since this district was formed in 2000. It's been 23 years of planning, looking, and having a bunch of disappointments. Fortunately, we had some predecessors on the board that were very frugal and always looked out for the future of the community, and were able to do this with the least amount of debt to the taxpayers. There have been many board members in the past 25 years. I wish they all could see this, and hopefully they are seeing this. The first attempt to build this building in 2022, I believe, fell through. It came in way over budget, and like $2 million. So thanks to COVID, we were able to all sit down and reevaluate our situation. The property owner that sold us this property that we're on did not incur any debt to the fire department, so we're able to move forward with this. I'd like to thank everybody for their support. And remember, we're all volunteers here, one way or the other. Chris?
So Woody's not telling you, as our chairman, Woody's had a really tough couple of years. He's fighting some health issues, and he got through it. We're proud of that. And he's spent a lot of time up here, and as much as I've spent time in the fire department with Woody, I don't think I've ever spent so much time with him as I have in the last 2 years, or last year. So it's been a real pleasure. He's doing a great job. Next we have, where it all started, Mr. Stan Brady. Stan is our facilities planner. Met Stan a long time ago when I was working at Pfizer. We were doing some capital improvements, if you will, down there, and got to know Stan. And Stan's been a big leader in helping us plan not only our current space, but past spaces and all that kind of stuff. So, Stan, welcome over.
Hello. I'll simply underscore what Woody said. It has been, 20 plus years, and I've been happy to be part of that. You folks have been wonderful, previous boards to work with, and to help the community see something through to this, be able to hand it off to an architectural firm that's as nice to work with and as hardworking as this. There's been a number of people that put a lot of heart into this. I think that's a good place for me to simply say thank you. I've been very happy to be part of it.
So, Tim, what you don't know, and I think I can tell them this, is that we're not going to dedicate the station after anybody, or it's no one person, right? But we do have a room, our office, our conference room, that we have a plaque on it. It's not here yet, but we're going to dedicate our office, our conference room, to San Bernardino. So,
Thank you so much.
Very much. For a small fee. Next we have Mr. Steve Roy. Steve Roy is the lead architect and principal of Willoughby and Lampier. He's here with his assistant project manager, John, and Steve.
Thank you, everyone. I'll keep my words short, but I would like to thank CFD for allowing me and Lampier to be part of this project. We've been involved for just the last 3 years, and I know how much heart and soul went into the project for the decades before us. I would like to thank the contractors that were involved in this project, as well as the engineers. It's a big team of people. I'd especially like to thank Woody Kissel and Chris Strongly for the hours that they've spent to get this project where it needs to be. Really a team-involved effort and just thousands of hours of time that people dedicate to this project. So I really sincerely hope that it serves the community well, and most of all, thank you to the community for supporting this project.
Next up we have our Village of Champlain Mayor, Jen Partridge, and there's some trustees here too as well. Janet? Where?
Thank you, Chris. I offer congratulations on behalf of the Village of Champlain Board of Trustees on the ribbon cutting and dedication of this new fire station, along with heartfelt thanks to all who made it possible, including USDA, the architects, the Champlain Fire District, the town of Champlain, and the public who voted to approve the project. We see this building as a beautiful structure which will hold firefighting equipment and room for training. But the station really is so much more than that. This is a space which fosters teamwork, courage, and dedication. It becomes a second home to our firefighters. It stands as a promise that they will be trained and ready to serve the community when called upon. Once again, thank you, May this fire station serve as a source of pride for years to come. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shannon. Next we have our town supervisor, Tom Trombley, no relation. And I see that note going, but Tom's done a great job as our town supervisor. And I asked Tom earlier this week, we were running around trying to prepare for this ribbon cutting. I said, Tom, do you have a nice red ribbon that we can, yeah, he said, I got a great looking ribbon. He said, it looks great. Go up to the town, it's all set for you. Tom's done so many ribbon cuttings since he's been supervisor. I think the roll is 50 feet, and that ribbon's only this long. And then it's 2 pieces, you're going to get it back. Yeah, it's 2 pieces. So we use fire tape. So later, once we do our speeches, we're going to go out and we're going to cut up some fire tape. We've got a bunch of scissors for everybody. So
Awesome. That's a good idea.
you're going to have your ribbon back. Tom?
I'll have it back and I hope to use it again. So on behalf of the town of Champlain, the town board, I want to say congratulations to the Champlain Fire District and Niagara Hose Company #1 for this remarkable achievement. I would also be remiss if I didn't mention the voters of this district that recognize the necessity of supporting our brave volunteers that serve our community selflessly. This new fire station project in Champlain, New York required years of planning. What began as early discussions and needs assessments ultimately led to voter approval and design and finally construction of a state-of-the-art facility that offers the required and much-needed safety features to protect both the firefighters and the public. Essentially, the discussions and planning began in 2022. And I'm leaving out those 2 decades before that much other talks went on, but in 2022 they started working on this. This work was ongoing for several years as the district evaluated the need for a new modern fire station. April 20, 2023, the plan was unveiled. And on May 16th, the referendum went to vote and it was approved by 60% of the voters. From May 2023 through May 2024, this project design was finalized and we stood on this lot May 13th, 2024, a little over a year ago, for a groundbreaking ceremony. From 2022 to today, the Champlain Fire District Commissioners, along with the members of the department, have dedicated countless hours of their time planning and executed this plan. And for that, I feel those commissioners and department members earn a big round of applause, please. So this brings us to today, in the ceremonial ribbon cutting event to officially celebrate the transition from the USDA Rural Development Project to a nearly completed state-of-the-art station for the Champlain Fire District and the town of Champlain community. We must also recognize the various engineers, contractors, and skilled workers of various trades who designed and constructed this magnificent new fire station. And, remarkably, this was completed on budget. The town of Champlain extends its gratitude for the devotion of our fire district and fire department volunteers for their endless dedication to this community, selflessly saving lives and properties while placing themselves in harm's way. So again, congratulations to the men and women of Niagara Hose Company #1 and the Champlain Fire District.
Thank you, Tom. Yeah, just Tom, thanks very much. And as Stan reminded us, it's been a long time, 20 years. In that 20 years, we started off as a village fire department. We separated in 2000, started in 1999. 2000 became a fire district, and that really propelled us to pay off our debt, pay off trucks. All these trucks that you see in front of us and more are paid for. So, and to have a project like this, and all these guys behind me are my friends, and to come out of it being friends. I don't think we've ever had one argument. and everybody's had an input in it, and it's been great. And we've had some discussion, yeah. But also the membership, and as everybody alluded to, membership, and we don't have many, we can always use more. Everybody's been really great. We're all volunteer, and a lot of pride. In fact, we have more exciting things coming down the road. Hopefully soon we'll have our original hand pumper from 1886 that's been restored and called the Niagara, where we derived the name from. And we're working to get that back after, I don't know, 100 years to get it back in Champlain. So we're pretty excited about that. Next we have our Area 1 legislator, Calvin Castine.
Thank you, Chris. In thinking about today, I went to our hometown cable archives and found June 6, 1987. That's when the previous station was dedicated. And I was looking through the lineup of people who were there, and I'm not going to mention every name because I could probably identify 90% of them, but I'd feel bad if I left off a few. But the ones who spoke, Father Tim Susi led off the event with an invocation. Leroy Cookman was the MC. The mayor of the village of Champlain was Oral Parsons. The police chief was Bruce Barcombe. Gerald Mayo and Ken LaPlante were there from the emergency squad. George Cookman was there for the Legion, presenting a flag. Floyd Bursey was there to put up the flag. Roy and Mary Clark each gave demonstrations. Roy for the Jaws of Life and Mary for EMS type of stuff. The town supervisor was Leo Letourneau, and because Leo had a lot of pull with St. Patrick's Choir, Ruth Letourneau and the choir were there also. Tom, you didn't bring a choir, right? No, okay. Phil Strack was there for the fire department. The legislator was Larry Paquette, and this was in '87, so he'd probably been legislator for probably a couple decades at that point, because I think he immediately followed Bob Greenberg, our first county legislator. And also, I do have to point out one person in the crowd, that was Floyd LaFountain, who everybody in Champlain just loved that guy, and you could see him walking up and down the street, working hard, and helping out wherever he could. But it took a lot of work to get this done, as has already been stated. We have to thank the voters and taxpayers who understand the need for this. And they understand the need for this because it's truly needed. And we can't underestimate the importance of having an active volunteer fire department that is there 24/7. So this was approved, it stayed within budget, a lot of work went into it from a lot of levels, but again, the voters did it because they believe in you guys and gals, and you haven't let us down yet. Thank you.
I was 18 years old and going to that first fire department dedication, so thank you for making us feel old. That was a big deal back then, and this is a big deal now. Next we have Richard Mayfield. Richard's our state director for USDA Rural Development. Richard comes from the Syracuse area, and without this project and the interest rate they provided us, and their support, they were tough to deal with at first, and we've talked about this, and we almost gave up on them, but anybody that ever does a project of this magnitude, use these guys. They're great, it's a great agency. It's been a real pleasure working with everybody from your team, as well as Richard.
Thank you very much, and it's a great pleasure to be here as I'm in my 33rd year of government service. I can see retirement, so I've learned one or two things in those 33 years. One, don't talk too long when there's a delicious lunch waiting for all of us. And two, commending the board and the commissioners for the outstanding ability to bring a project in on time and on budget. I think our friends in Albany and Washington might want to take a few notes from that. I can get away with that because I'm so close. Now for the formal start. So, on behalf of President Donald Trump, Vice President Vance, and Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins, it is a wonderful opportunity for me to be here, and I'm so grateful to each one of you in the community. You know, the history of our republic is the history of the volunteer. It was the volunteers who stood against the greatest military power on the face of the planet and won. In fact, way back to the days of good old Ben Franklin and the Union Fire Company, the citizenry of our nation realized the importance of the volunteer fire brigades that existed for the common good. Today, you continue that proud tradition, providing protection and service to your entire community. And if you pause for a moment and realize that George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Ben Franklin, Sam Adams, John Hancock, Paul Revere, and Alexander Hamilton were all volunteer firefighters. I think you'll agree you are in very good company here today, ladies and gentlemen. Now to our town, village, and county officials that were here, and most importantly, the residents and taxpayers of this community. You have come together in service to protect those who are protecting you. Members of this fire department realize that you have provided them not only with this beautiful building, but outstanding training. And at times, the training and sacrifices may seem hard and demanding, but you know the enemy that you fight knows no compassion, no remorse, and is a destroyer of everything in its path. Of course, that's fire. Horrific things if you've ever lost a home to a fire. It's terrible. In closing, I want to commend Carrie Blair. Carrie was hired just as I was moving on to another adventure, and it's probably the best thing that I ever did was hire Carrie Blair for this agency. Carrie, back there. She's So thank you, Carrie. Thank you, the citizens, the board of commissioners, all the elected officials, and may God bless and keep you all on His hand.
Thank you, Richard, and I know that you support, and your agency supports the town and village of Champlain, and just what I hear from Tom and Janet and some of the water projects, and you don't really think about it until you're really involved, but thank you for all your words, and we appreciate it. Next up, Billy Jones, did call earlier, couldn't make it, I guess, college has started up again, so now he's got to go to school or something, but well, you can tell him I said that. But, so in his place, his right-hand person, Brandon Menard.
As Chris said, my name is Brandon Menard. I had come up here early, but I didn't know what Chris was going to say, so I'm going to stop him. He's kind of a wild card sometimes. But I'm Brandon Menard. I'm with the Secretary of Jones' office. He wishes he could be here today, but he had a prior commitment, so he sends along his heartfelt congratulations to you guys. I was here for the groundbreaking of this fire department, and to see it now standing in front of us, there's been many phone calls that Chris and I have had, trying to solve some problems that have come along the way, but to see this kind of brought together here is really amazing. What you guys have is state of the art, and I think you guys are going to have no problem finding volunteers, because this is going to be this is a beautiful facility that you guys have brought to life here. And I was thinking on the way up here how special it is for the Champlain community to have right down the road. We have Champlain Moores EMS in their fairly new building, and we have the Champlain Fire Department or Fire District right here in their brand new building. What a 1-2 punch for the North Country and for the Champlain community to have two great volunteer services right down the road from each other, serving our residents. So congratulations again. Thank you for having us, and we can't wait to see the rest of this building finished, and you guys doing great. We're going to for years to come.
Not a wild card. No sandwich for you. So next up we have Gary Douglas. Gary's the president of North Country Chamber of Commerce. And Gary, you want to come and say a few words? And then we'll on to the grand finale.
Caught me by surprise. Congratulations to all from the Chamber and from the business community. And one might ask, what does the Chamber of Commerce president have to do with the ribbon cutting for a firehouse? Well, actually, it's pretty simple if you think about it. A quality economy requires quality communities. And what's more important than sustaining and building a quality community and quality basic services like firefighting? Guaranteeing safety, guaranteeing response, guaranteeing the ability of business to do business and know that they have this service available when they need it and have it at the highest level. So with that, the Chamber of Commerce again congratulates all who were involved in this. I see this sort of thing very often as the equivalent of a barn raising in the days of old. Now, the commissioners behind me and the volunteers that are part of the department may not have come with hammer and nails and built this, but they got it built in very much the same spirit of helping their community and helping their neighbors to build something that's going to make their lives better. So not just congratulations, but thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Almost right on time, right on budget, right on time. So we thank you very much, and as Gary alluded to, this is part of a bigger plan, part of the community. I know Tom and Jan are working on a lot of great things. We have an Amazon warehouse that's being built as we speak. We have a new Customs and Border Protection station being built. There's also, we have a new water and sewer district going through, and I guess I could go on and on. But this is only one part of the piece of the puzzle. So behind me, the four gentlemen behind me are your tour guides. You're welcome to go through. It's still a very active construction site. Tim O'Connor is our garage door guy. No, Tim is our superintendent of the project. For O'Connor's been great to deal with. And I'll be honest with you, when we first O'Connor got the bid, we didn't know O'Connor from Albany.
Well, yeah.
Downstate. Downstate. We didn't. They've been phenomenal. I think you guys are great. They've been great to deal with. Tim's been phenomenal to deal with. He can't wait. I know he's going to get these guys out of here so we can keep working. This place didn't even look like this on Monday, I can tell you that. And we've had a lot of problems. We've had a lot of setbacks, like with any capital project, especially the weather. The wind does blow through here. That's why the doors are shut. We had just a really tough winter, probably one of the toughest winters for construction anyway. But we prevailed and we got through it. And I think the only time the weather cooperated was when they planted the trees in the landscaping this week and we got rain, which we haven't had in a while. So, but Tim, thank you very much for making this day a success, leading up to it, and great job, Tim. We really appreciate it. He's out to Tupper Lake after this project to build a school as we speak. So we're going to go outside. I welcome the commissioners. We're going to give you, I think I bought 20 pairs of scissors today. Some of them may be pink. We'll get through it. Tom, Janet, commissioners, Steve, Stan, and Brandon to represent Gary, Corey to represent EMS if you want, and Gary, and we'll do a ribbon cutting, which is why we're here. Again, our tour guides are right behind us. Feel free to ask these guys and Steve a bunch of questions. Walk through and have a sandwich. And I know everybody's taking time today, so thank you very much. It's been a great day.
Okay, Okay, Chris Trombley has led us out here to the Route 9 area where the ribbon will be cut momentarily as soon as all the dignitaries get to the other side there. Town board members, village council members, along with the people who spoke. All right, and just for the record, it's 12:33. Corey Thompson's here from the EMS. What are we doing? Not quite sure what's happening here.
Then what's your foot?
Just the fire commissioners.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. There.
Very nice turnout from the community, and again, that weekend of 11th and 12th of October will be their annual breakfast, fundraising breakfast, and they'll have a more formal dedication that weekend. Not quite sure if it'll be on the Saturday or the Sunday as far as dedication goes. We'll all have to stay posted on that one to line out. And it's definitely a, whoops, don't dance with a phone in your pocket. You got the company part of it? There's Dave Blix. I'm holding the lunch. I'm taking this fellow away from lunch. What's your name, young man?
Todd Jarvis.
You were hiding behind the flag there. I couldn't see your face during all that there.
Yeah.
Was that on purpose?
Oh, yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just coming for the tour. I
Okay, all right.
So this first office here will be a communications room, what we call a radio room. If we have a major incident in the town, village, this is where the state police would probably come in
This would be the headquarters.
set up, you know. So
the flood of '96, that's where they would have been.
That's where they would have been. It's gonna, as you can see, they're running cables for communication stuff in this office here.
All right.
This office here is going to be the chief's office.
Okay.
So this is where the fire chief will have his office, his computers, and so on and so forth. This room here is what we call a day room. So when we have mutual aid fire departments come in, or people, we got to man our station. This is where they'll hang out. We'll have furniture and
sometimes you get a fire call, and then another station is nearby.
Comes in mutual aid, standby, and this
gone.
is a room that they'll be in. So we're right to the apparatus bay. Okay, moving down the hall, we're going to go to, this is going to be the Niagara Hose office. This is where the membership's office, which is Niagara Hose. This will be their office because we keep all the personnel records. And this next room is kind of like a fireproof room. This is going to be where our records are going to be kept, almost like a vault in there.
All right.
And this last office on the end, this is being used by the superintendent of the job right now, but this is going to be the fire district office.
They'll have the nice view.
Yep, they have a nice view. A lot of windows, a lot of light.
All right.
Which one's the cheap one? That one here right there. Of course, this is the foyer.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the bathrooms?
Sure. Now, and the important thing here, Todd, people will be coming here for a breakfast in October. Is this the door they'll be coming through?
Yep.
That's the, as far as the public goes, this is the most important
This
door
is-
here.
Yes, that's the food door.
And then the restrooms are here.
Yeah, this is restrooms, women's, men's.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's all right. That's all right. I've been
Have you?
I've been in a mess
Been
around
in
room.
one of them?
I've been in one
They're
of
all
those.
automatic lights. Yep. So
Okay.
they'll-
Well, if you walk in.
You walk in, they'll turn on, shut off. Nice.
All right.
And we'll go through this door. This is our, okay, this is our meeting room
Okay.
/ training room.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You're fine. As long as you're not on America's Most Wanted, you'll be all right.
Yeah. Not even the top 10.
This is the kitchen area. As you know, Calvin, our kitchen at the fire station is probably
Smaller.
yeah, our pantry, the pantry size. In the back here, we have this is going to be a lights are on. This is going to be a pantry area for the auxiliary.
Okay.
You know, so they can keep their supplies in here, so when they have to come out and bring us stuff for
Yeah, they
fire.
do more than at breakfast once a year. If you're out in a
Yeah.
fire, they bring you victuals
Yeah.
and supplies and whatever.
And we're hoping with this facility too, we can have more community stuff. You know, more dinners, more.
Open it up to the community.
Yeah, there's been talk with the town to make this one of the voting places.
Oh, okay.
So,
We definitely have the facility for it now.
yeah.
Yeah, good.
Same girlfriend, same.
All right. So when they prepare the food here for their breakfast, they're gonna have to walk around with it to get it out there. Is that?
Well, that's what we're gonna try it. We really would like to have it in the truck bay, like the guys cooking out there and everything,
Mm-hmm.
because it feels more homey.
Yeah.
You know, people could sit in here.
Right. All right. All right. Anything else we should look at here, Todd? While we're-
The mechanical rooms and stuff are down here. So this is just phone lines, fire alarms, stuff
Right.
coming
Yeah.
in here. This is a storeroom.
All right. This is Claude Boucher.
This is everything for the building, the electrical, the water.
Holy cow. I would like to be smart enough to have designed this.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the engineering and the planning that goes into making all this work.
And
Now this is just for show here, right? It's not
yeah,
real.
oh, yeah. Yeah, this is all your backflow preventers and
Wow.
all the stuff if you have to have. The little hot water heaters are a lot smaller than they used to
Oh,
be.
yes. And there was also a mention of a decontamination room.
Yes, well, when we go out, we'll go
Okay,
over the
we'll
other
go over-
side and I'll show you
perfect.
that stuff. We can go right out this door and go around.
You got a generator,
Generator.
huge generator. And you're gonna have Route 11 access here very shortly.
Well, Stacy's filling that in.
Don't you,
The state didn't want us entering on Route 11.
they didn't want an entrance or
That's-
exit there, no?
No, they did not want us entering on Route 11, so
Okay, so
that's
Stacy's,
why we put it
that's
here.
Stacy Gooley.
Stacy's filling that in for some parking.
Okay.
He
cool.
bought the Rite Aid
Right,
building.
yeah,
So.
the Walgreens, yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys own back here to the tree
Yep,
line here,
yep,
right?
we own all the way to the tree line and to that tree line over there.
Yeah, but no access to Route 11. Okay, that
No.
kind of surprises me, but
We do have a driveway in there. There is an access there.
Right.
The state don't want us really to use it for a fire access.
And we take it that over time that the back area will probably also be used for like outdoor training?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can come in off from Route 11. There's a driveway there.
Right.
So.
all right.
Come in here, this, when firefighters come back, their gear's dirty. This is gonna be the decontamination area. Shower so that they can wash their gear off. Then over in here, there's gonna be a commercial washer and dryer.
So after they wash the
Set up in
gear,
here. They will strip down in there. They'll take their gear, put it in the washer, wash it, and then put it in the dryer. Right across from that hall is shower areas. To shower, change your clothes because you don't want to bring the carcinogens back home with you. You know, it used to be years ago, people took the fire gear off, you threw it in your vehicle. They don't want you doing that anymore. They want you,
a little healthier not to do that.
yes. And this is just another shower area.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you for the tour.
All right. So that's it, Todd?
That's it.
All right.
Thanks for coming, Calvin.
Yeah. And is that a nickel or just a?
That's a blank out of a wall plug.
Yeah. Here I thought I was rich and just a little plug. All right. We appreciate the tour and look forward to the official grand opening ceremony. This is the ribbon cutting. A big one. All right. I appreciate Todd taking us there. And so I was wrong when I mentioned the egress and so on. Stacy Gooley from the Borderview Grocery now owns the former Walgreens building and he is expanding the parking. He's not quite sure. He hasn't released his plans yet as far as that goes. And as was mentioned, the new Border Patrol station is going on just down the road a piece. A lot of things happening in and around the northern tier, and it's always nice when progress like this is made, and that dedication and hard work that the fire people put in. Hopefully this will help increase their membership as the young community members growing up realize that the community appreciates what's done here. Back in '87 when they had that dedication, there was a waiting list. Very few fire departments, if any, have a waiting list now. So if you're a potential future firefighter, why not give your local fire department a call and find out how you can get involved. And in the meantime, thanks to all the people who put all the work into this ongoing project.